Tonight, as we look up at the countless stars shining across the dark sky, one thought inevitably comes to mind. Are we really alone in this universe? Among millions, billions, and perhaps trillions of stars and planets, is there really not even one place where life exists like it does on Earth? Even if, for a moment, we accept the idea that Earth is the only place in the entire universe where life exists, the human mind still struggles to accept it. And then another question arises. If life exists only on Earth, then what is the purpose of all those billions of shining stars? These are the questions that have driven humanity to keep searching for answers. We have already spent billions of dollars trying to discover whether life exists on other planets. If life does exist somewhere else, what do these beings look like? How do they survive? And could an alien civilization really exist somewhere beyond our planet? To find answers, NASA began by exploring the Moon, because it is the closest major celestial body to Earth. The Moon is approximately 384,000 kilometers away from Earth and constantly orbits around our planet. In 1968, a spacecraft was sent toward the Moon for the first time. Its name was Apollo 8, and its mission was to travel around the Moon and return safely to Earth. 3 astronauts were aboard Apollo 8. It took them several days to reach the Moon. During their journey around the Moon, they did not see anything obviously strange. But these 3 astronauts became the first humans to witness Earth from deep space. Just as we watch the sunrise and sunset from Earth, these astronauts saw something equally breathtaking from space. Earth itself, rising above the horizon of the Moon. The famous photograph of this beautiful scene, known as Earthrise, was captured during the Apollo 8 mission. Just 1 year later, in July 1969, NASA's Apollo 11 spacecraft landed on the Moon for the first time. Commander Neil Armstrong became the first human being to step onto the lunar surface. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong spent approximately 2 hours and 15 minutes walking on the Moon before collecting samples of lunar soil and beginning their journey back toward Earth. According to NASA, because there is no atmosphere or wind on the Moon, the footprints left by astronauts can remain preserved for an extremely long time. No astronauts saw an alien during the lunar missions. However, satellites orbiting the Moon have continuously sent thousands of photographs back to Earth, and some of those images have attracted enormous attention. Some alien researchers claim that certain structures visible in NASA's lunar photographs could be evidence of an underground alien civilization. One researcher pointed to a strange structure in a NASA photograph that appeared to resemble some kind of unusual building. According to these researchers, the object looked completely different from the surrounding landscape and did not appear to be a normal lunar formation. But what happened after the research was published was even more surprising. Only a few days later, when NASA updated its lunar photographs, the strange building-like object appeared to have disappeared. This raised an obvious question. If there is no activity taking place on the Moon, how could such a structure simply disappear? Was the image edited and the object removed? Or could there actually be some kind of unexplained activity taking place on the Moon? And the mystery does not end with strange structures appearing in photographs. Scientists have also studied the far side of the Moon, the side that is never directly visible from Earth. There, researchers discovered a massive region that is significantly different from the rest of the lunar surface. At first, the region simply appeared unusual. But further research revealed something even more fascinating. Scientists estimate that this region covers an area of approximately 5,300 square kilometers. It is not made from the same material as the lunar soil brought back by Neil Armstrong. Instead, it contains material believed to come from the Moon's mantle. One scientific theory suggests that around 4 billion years ago, a massive asteroid collided with the Moon, leaving this material buried beneath the lunar surface. However, some researchers disagree with this explanation. They argue that if an asteroid large enough to create such a structure had collided with the Moon, the impact could have caused far more catastrophic consequences. Because of this, some researchers have suggested that this unusual region could potentially be connected to an ancient underground civilization. But what about Mars? humanity has already sent more than 20 missions toward the Red Planet. Mars is often called the Red Planet because of its reddish appearance. It can be tens or hundreds of millions of kilometers away from Earth, depending on the positions of the two planets in their orbits. Approximately every 2 years, there is a period when Earth and Mars come relatively close to each other. During one of these close approaches, the distance between the two planets can shrink to around 62 million kilometers. Even that distance is enormous. Spacecraft traveling from Earth to Mars typically take several months to reach their destination. Many missions sent toward Mars have failed, including some that crashed during landing. Only a limited number of spacecraft have successfully landed on the Martian surface and continued their missions. These robotic explorers have already sent thousands of photographs back to Earth. And among those images, researchers and internet users have identified many objects they consider strange or unusual. Alien researcher Scott Waring has claimed that some of the information received from Mars makes it difficult to completely rule out the possibility that life once existed there. He has also claimed that some photographs appear to show small pyramid-like structures. One photograph taken by the Curiosity rover shows numerous rocks scattered across the Martian surface. But one particular rock looks very different from the others. Its shape appears remarkably similar to a small pyramid. It almost looks as if someone deliberately constructed it there. But who could have built it? Some researchers have claimed that small extraterrestrial beings may have once existed on Mars and could have constructed such structures. NASA's Curiosity rover, which cost billions of dollars to develop and send to Mars, has transmitted thousands of images since landing on the planet. Most of these photographs show nothing more than rocks, mountains, and the barren Martian landscape. But a few images have created enormous controversy online because they appear to contain something unusual. One of the most famous examples is a photograph captured by Viking 1 in 1976. The image appeared to show a gigantic human-like face on the surface of Mars. Some people claimed that, just as ancient Egyptians constructed enormous monuments and statues, an advanced alien civilization may have built this structure on Mars. NASA, however, explained that the object was simply a massive mountain on the Martian surface. The combination of sunlight, shadows, and the angle of the photograph created the illusion of a human face. Then, in 2014, another photograph taken by the Curiosity rover created a new wave of speculation. The image appeared to show something resembling a bone lying on the surface of Mars. At first glance, it looked almost like the ancient bone of a small humanoid creature that had deteriorated over time. NASA, however, explained that it was not a bone at all. It was simply a rock whose unusual shape had been created by natural processes, including erosion caused by wind. But even if we accept that explanation, another photograph from Mars in 2016 created an even bigger mystery. This time, some people claimed that the image appeared to contain an entire skull. As soon as the photograph became public, a new debate began across the internet. Alien researchers argued that something unusual must be happening on Mars. According to their claims, perhaps an alien civilization once lived there. Perhaps Mars was once home to life. And there is one important fact that science has already established. Mars was not always the cold, dry, barren world we see today. Scientific evidence suggests that billions of years ago, Mars had conditions that could have been much more suitable for life. Researchers have discovered evidence that liquid water once existed on the planet. There are also signs that enormous bodies of water may have existed on ancient Mars. Some scientists believe that large amounts of water could still exist beneath the Martian surface, frozen or trapped underground. Then, in 2014, another strange image captured people's attention. The photograph was taken during the Martian night and appeared to show a light coming from inside a rock. After the image was published, some alien researchers claimed that the mysterious light was evidence of alien activity on Mars. But is it really? We humans often describe Mars as a barren and lifeless planet. Yet the truth may be far more complicated. There are still many things about Mars that we do not fully understand. Several Martian photographs have also appeared to show objects resembling statues. One photograph taken in 2018 appeared to show a stone structure resembling a human face. Another photograph from 2016 appeared to show what some viewers interpreted as a female statue standing on a distant mountain. Scott Waring has argued that the more people study photographs from Mars, the more unusual objects they seem to discover. He believes that if an alien civilization ever existed on Mars, it may have been far more advanced than humanity. In one photograph, he claimed to have identified what appeared to be an engine or mechanical object lying on the Martian surface. Because of layers of dust and soil covering it, the object appeared to have a color similar to the surrounding rocks. But what exactly is it? Is it simply another ordinary rock? Could it be a broken component of an alien spacecraft? Or is it simply an illusion created by shadows, light, and our own imagination? The truth remains unknown. What we do know is that the Moon, Mars, and the rest of the universe still contain countless mysteries. Perhaps future technology will become advanced enough to finally reveal the answers. Until then, the possibility of life beyond Earth remains one of the greatest mysteries humanity has ever faced. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and share it. Thank you for your valuable comments and continued support. See you in the next fascinating video.